Sometimes the acts of bureaucrats are such that even VIPs have to bow their heads before them. Here is a good example of a hearse van waiting for the last 8 years to be of some use, thus highlighting the negligence of the bureaucracy. This hearse van was given to the Kalangut Constituency Citizens Committee from the MP's fund during the period when Mr. Thomasine Kartos was Speaker in the Goa Assembly.
See, this hearse van was given to the Kalangut Constituency Citizens Committee. We were having, it was given to that committee in order to use it, because what has happened is that we have many ambulances, but there was dearth of hearse vans. And that time I was the Speaker of the Goa Legislative Assembly, and this was brought here from the MP fund. Now that time, as I was the Speaker, I was having also a driver from the government side, so it was easier for me to make use of this hearse van, because that driver was being used whenever it was needed.
Even after writing several letters and frequently providing oral reminders over the phone, no action had been taken.
But when in 2000 I lost the election, I was no more the Speaker, so there was no driver. And as a result, it was difficult to have a driver and maintain it. And that was the reason why we, the Kalangut Constituency Citizens Committee, then requested the collector, because collector is the one through which the hearse van is always given. We wrote to him saying that this is the problem that we are facing. We are not having any driver. Therefore, that hearse van may be taken back and may be used in some other places where it is needed. That time I think Kesh Kamath was the, if I am not mistaken, Kesh Kamath was the collector. He assured me, in fact he told me, okay, he will take it and give it to Panjim municipality.
Speaking to Goa 365, Mr. Thomasine Kartos said that after losing the elections, the committee asked the collector to take the van back and use it elsewhere, but there was no response.
Somehow or the other, nothing happened. Almost after, in spite of my oral reminders, telephonic conversation, almost 1.5 years, nothing happened. Therefore, we wrote another letter, making a reference to the earlier letter. So this is what has happened. The hearse van is getting spoiled there because it's not being in use, and therefore it may be immediately taken and may be put to a better use. For that also there was no answer. Now in between, this hearse van which is now there is, I don't think can be used now. If the government or the concerned authorities had taken it during that time, it would have been definitely used. What I see is, sometime back I saw that even the battery is not there. Some people are because it is at a place where people are not frequenting much, and therefore still, but I think even now, if it is taken, something will come out. It may be with certain repairs, I think it will be in a position to be used somewhere.
This incident highlights that if this is happening with politically related personalities, what will be the situation of the common people? We'll spill into a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. With the state on the brink of a malaria epidemic, the village of Baina seems to be living with a dagger above their head, as there is a pool of stagnant water which is a perfect breeding place for mosquitoes. The residents of Baina residing close to the Sulabh Sauchalya live in fear every monsoon that they could be victims of a viral epidemic, as the stagnant water at Baina is a perfect habitat for mosquitoes. Despite this being an annual problem, the health authorities have not taken cognizance of the matter and left the locals to suffer. They are also of the opinion that though the beach is rid of the sex workers, there would be more tourists visiting the place, but that has not happened. Goa 365 spoke to locals to obtain their perspective on the matter.
आता खूपशी वसा आली जी बायणा बस्ती आसली ती तेन्नापासून काडल्यापासून ती घाण आसा आणि ह्याच्या पयलीं सुद्दां न्यूजाचेर दाखयल्ले पण हेजी अजून पासून काय ॲक्शन ना पूण सद्या कितें तरी काम चालू आसा तेंचें आनी हेवटेन ल्हान भुरगे खेळटा आनी तुमी पयलां आसतलें जी बायलां भुरगीं वयता ती सारके तोंडाचेर लेस घालून वयता पूण हांव सांगूंक सोदतां ह्या आम आदमी की हें चल्लां कितें हें चल्लां सगळें मलेरिया घेवन वचपाचें काय ह्या दोतोरांक हेवटेन हेल्थ ऑफिस आसा सायडीक पुलीस स्टेशन आसा ते हेल्थ ऑफिस आसा त्या हेल्थ ऑफिसान की हेचेर एक्शन घेवची आनी ह्या आम आदमीक दाखोवन दिवचें की ह्या बिचीचेर कितली घाण चल्लेली आसा टॉयलेट आनी हेवटेन सुलभ शौचालय आसा तो सारको क्लीन ना सुलभ शौचालयान वयताले जाल्यार लोकांक नाक धरून बसचें पडटा की सुलभ शौचालय म्हणत जाल्यार क्लीन आसूंक जाय म्हणून लोकांची अशी परिस्थिती आसा की बिचार वचून ते टॉयलेट करता.
The Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha submitted a memorandum to the Electricity Department Executive Engineer S.T. Bhangui regarding the shortage of light fixtures and spares. The Morcha also blamed the Electricity Department for providing substandard light fixtures and spares. They also pointed out that the electricity bills are produced after 2 to 3 months, which drills a hole in the pocket of the common man.
आता आम्ही मेमोरंडम आमचो दिला पणजी युवा मोर्चा तर्फे पणजी कंप्लीट आता कितके दीस जाले पणजेच्यो लायटी पेटना त्याच बरोबर घरान जी बिलां येता ती 3-4 म्हयन्यांनी वांगडाच 2,500-3,000 बिलां येता म्हणजे नॉर्मली जनरल जो कामाक आसता तो 2,500 ते 2,000 ते 2,500 पगार घेता आनी ताका नॉर्मली तो आम आदमीच म्हणटा आमी ताका आनी सरकार हांगा आम आदमीचो हे म्हणटा पूण आम आदमीक सारकें जाम करून उडयल्ल्या सरकारान आनी नॉर्मली तो ते एकाच म्हयन्याक 2,500 ते 3,000 पे करूं शकना. त्याच बरोबर आमी फाटले फावट खूब फावटी कंप्लेनी दिल्यो की फक्त मटेरियल ना अशें आन्सर मेळप आमकां त्या खातीर आयज आमी युवा तर्फे सगळे जाण हांगा मेळपाक येयले. त्याच बरोबर ती आमी मागणी केला की आयज जे तरुण भारताचेर येयला की मटेरियला बद्दल चायना प्रोडक्ट तेजेरूय इन्क्वायरी करची म्हणून आमी मागता सगळे युवा तर्फे.
Speaking to Goa 365, Mr. Shubham Chudankar pointed out that due to this constant power failure, there is an increase in robberies in the state.
आम आदमी पणजेचो सगळो अंदाज म्हणजे चाचपडटा हितून काळोख पडल्यामुळे पेट्रोल चोरयो वाडलेले आसा अन्य चोरयो वाडलेले आसा आनी भंय दिसता अजून पावस पडोंक ना पावसाची जर तर एक अशी सरी घसघशीत कोसळोंक लागल्यो जाल्यार मडगांवाच्या चीफ मिनिस्टराच्या मतदारसंघान घडटा तश्यो घडणुकी हांगा जायत काय तेजो भंय दिसता त्यामुळे युवा मोर्चान आयज एक मेमोरंडम हेका दिल्लो आसा ईक आनी आमकां आश्वासन दिल्लेलें आसा म्हणजे मुटला तेणेन की करतले म्हणून कितले मेरेन ते ना जाल्यार युवा मोर्चाक फुडली कितें तरी एक्शन हातीन घेवची पडटली. न्ही आतां पयलीं थोडे दीस आमी 15 दीस पयलीं पळयतले कितें इम्प्रुवमेंट करता मिनिस्टराकूच घेरा घालतले.
Speaking to media persons, the executive engineer assured the locals to do the needful at the earliest.
Power grid has supplied. We found that some fixtures are not functioning properly, and we have taken up the matter with that power grid so that they attend to that. And they found, I think they brought that Crompton people, and they found that they are not suitable because of this rainy atmosphere, and they are going to replace. Correct, no?
So by any deadline?
No, Minister, Honorable Minister for Power had called that contractor and PGCL, and he has given some deadline as early as possible. He wanted that it should be attended by July end.
What about the elimination point which was raised by them in the city in some places like Mala and Santidens?
No, because there has been some short supply of the materials in the central stores.
Time for another short break. You're with Goa 365.